Spank the monkey.
Rub one out.
Flicking the bean.
Having a masty.
Saucing the taco.
Flute solo.
Beat around the bush.
Jacking off.
Jilling off.
Masturbate.
Ménage à moi.
Masturbation is not a dirty word.
It's totally normal.
There's a lot of taboos around masturbation. You may have heard it shameful or that you shouldn't do it, but it's a really healthy and natural way to enjoy your body.
I think that masturbation is very important because it's a great way to explore your body. It's a great way to see what you like. It might be really uncomfortable at first, but you could also surprise yourself, which is always a good surprise.
Most of us have done it. In fact, most of us do it regularly.
Because it feels awesome.
Masturbation is the act of giving yourself sexual pleasure, and it may involve touching parts of your body, like your genitals, that make you feel good.
Often people masturbate until they orgasm. An orgasm is a feeling of intense pleasure during sexual activity, sometimes called coming or climaxing. Often during an orgasm, some kind of fluid or ejaculate is released, like semen or vaginal fluid.
Oh, there are multiple pleasure organs that can make you feel good during sex, either with yourself or with other people.
The two headlining acts are the penis and the clitoris, and these are the two sexual organs with the most nerve endings.
So they're like captains of the team. And then you've got members of the team, the prostate and the vagina, and don't forget the brain. The brain is like the coach of the team.
Anywhere on your body that brings you pleasure is a pleasure zone. And the best way to figure them out is to explore your own body.
Your neck. Your earlobes.
Your butt.
Your hands.
Your lips.
Behind your knees. Trust me.
Nipples.
Your pinky finger. Basically anything, really. Everything's a possibility.
Sometimes people put pressure on themselves to enjoy certain things because they think they should. But everyone is different. Everyone enjoys different things. No one person is the same.
So if you don't like something that other people do, or you do like something that other people don't, that's totally okay. No two people are the same.
When I was 12, I got these silk boxer shorts for Christmas with Homer Simpson on them, and what I realised was if you didn't wear any underwear underneath them, when I slept in them, it felt kind of good, but I didn't know what you were meant to do with that feeling, and it was only years later that I did. And then I used to try not to do it as much as possible because of what I was taught about masturbation, which was basically, don't do this. And I just wish someone had been like, do it when you want to do it.
I was never taught about masturbation until I asked my mum if it was okay. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, phew, because I thought I'd done something bad, but she was great. And she was like, no, that's really normal. So, yeah.
I think when I started to kind of discover my body or, the human body form, I was probably around 6 or 7 years old. And that's where I kind of went like, oh, what's this? And then I think I clearly remember around 8 years old kind of, in terms of masturbation or kind of touching yourself and touching myself and kind of thinking, this actually feels pretty good. And I think that's where the magic started.
Masturbation? I don't think I ever remember doing it. Nah. I feel like I accidentally discovered that you could be stimulated down there quite young. So I reckon I would have still been in primary, maybe? Yeah.
How old was I? 13, 14. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't keep a diary record. I wasn't like, hurrah, diary, today is the day. I was just like, let's forget about this and move on. And I've been going hard ever since.
Kind of came across it when I was young. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like as good as binge watching a show on Netflix, but it's free. And you can still do it when there's a power cut.
It is the best kind of party, for one.
A private party, invite only. It's not really something you do in the living room when you think no one's at home.
Masturbating is something that can be done by yourself or someone else, preferably like in the privacy of your own home. Like I think location is key here. You don't want to go by yourself and do it somewhere like weird. Like it's kind of the reason why I'm not allowed into Mitre 10 Mega these days.
Masturbation's not one thing, but it's whatever you do that makes you sexually aroused to feel good.
Sometimes it's about trying to reach an orgasm, and sometimes it's not. There's no set rules, and everyone's different.
The best thing you can do to find out what you like and to see what brings you pleasure is to experiment with your own body.
It's kind of like when you're making a pasta sauce and you add a bit of salt and you see how that tastes, and then you add some herbs and some garlic and you see how that tastes, and then eventually you have the perfect sauce.
There are lots of different ways that you can masturbate. You can do it by yourself with just your hand.
You can do it alone or with someone else there.
You can also use toys, not Happy Meal toys, but these toys also make you very happy.
To be clear, don't use Happy Meal toys. Use sex toys designed for the purpose. And wash your hands first.
You may have seen masturbation in porn or the movies, but the most important thing to remember is just to not put pressure on yourself and take your time.
When I was little, I used to get caught humping the table. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just knew that it felt nice.
I actually lost my virginity when I was 12 years old to my right hand. It's quite good. Like we get along. It's been there for me through the years. I get to see it most days.
Some people might not want to masturbate. They might not be ready for it or even interested, and that's okay too.
Basically, if you want to have a hoon on your bits and pieces, just go for it.
It's completely natural and it can feel pretty good.
Over the ages, there's been some myths about masturbation that we need to clear up.
It won't make you blind or give you poor eyesight.
It won't give you acne.
It's not going to make your genitals shrink or grow.
Nobody can tell if you've masturbated just by looking at you.
It won't make you get hair on your palms. No.
Or make you infertile, or use up all your orgasms. You can have as many of those in your lifetime as you like.
Masturbation helps you learn more about yourself and your body, what you like, what you don't like, and what you really like.
If you learn about what gives you pleasure by yourself, for yourself, it can make sexual experiences with others more enjoyable.
Because everyone deserves to feel pleasure during sex.
Lots of people have different ideas about what pleasure feels like or what an orgasm is. It's different for everyone.
It's like Christmas morning.
Oh, all warm and tingly and then like a big internal explosion.
It feels incredible. It's awesome.
The most important thing is everybody experiences orgasms differently and will be brought to orgasm through different stimulation.
An orgasm doesn't have to be the end goal. You know, some people don't or can't or haven't yet, and that is totally cool. There's no rush.
So don't feel bad if one thing works for one person and not you, and vice versa.
Basically, whatever it is you're into, as long as it's with consent, then you're good to go.
And if you're not yet sure what you're into, just put some time aside. You know, dim the lights, put on some early 90s R&B, spray some perfume, just really set the mood. Bit of ambiance.
Or just wake up in the morning and go at it. Boom.
Thanks for the real sex talk, New Zealand On Air.